Alright, let's pick it up here. We're going to do the pit fights, because after all these side quests, we can actually do them. And, off camera, I finally got, as you can see, I got the funny Peach, which is Hilda's ultimate armor. Later on, what I decided to do was I tried to change, Hilda back to, Slim Hilda the easy way by, using her in battle quite a bit. And then giving her, Fruity Fiber. What I did here was I was trying to experiment with something, is that I have never used the Eternal Key, so what I was planning to do is stock up on a lot of striking bands, and hopefully if I do get a lot, and switch my ring to a gamble ring, I could perform a lot of perfects, and thus probably be able to beat one of the bosses here. There are actually two bosses here that I should really worry about. They're not easy. And just to prove how not lenient it is that remember in the final boss fight in Covenant, where if you just attack the gem, you could use status ups? In the case for the two bosses, you can't do that, because you'll automatically have a turn and get rid of those. This one was really long, and it took also into the next video. In here, you can only use special arts. So what I decided to put on my team is Ricardo, which is automatic, Shania, Nathan, and Frank. I put Nathan on my team because I want to show you the new skill that I learned on Soul Valet. Ow. Oh well. And the reason I use Shania anyways is because since you can't use Stellar Magic for her, you can use status up for her nonetheless. But I do realize that Ricardo is kind of handy. There's only a really massive flaw in this fight, and that is you can waste magic like nothing. It's very tragic. And there's a point that I think in the last area, or the last stage of this pit fight, I had barely any magic left, period. Let's see. Alright. Hopefully this should do a lot more damage, despite the fact that these ninjas are wind. And if you don't photograph them in the Ninja Highway, you can photograph them here. This is not the last pit fight that you'll see. Not at all. In fact, you're going to see one extra one, which allows you to get Milk Crest, but it's not easy, so I'm going to have to show you how to do that the hard way. And it will take a lot of time, because it's not as easy as when you first got it. Or the last pit fight was fairly easy if you knew how to do it. But the way to get Melfcrest in Covenant was pretty hard, and in this it's no different. Again, I'm sorry if I'm using these special attacks, it's because this is only what I can do. Because my they can't physical attack. I'm being careful because after experience dying from this enemy, I don't want to risk it. But I think in here I was actually able to kill it with by breaking my double band and using a Soul Valet. Oops, can't do that. You launch into the Soul Valet. Soul Valet can only work in the air, and it's pretty cool, but it keeps the enemy in the air in a combo. Even if all else fails, I could have just shown it to one of the pit fights I've already beat, because that's not usually my policy. Here's Soul Valet.
Power of the shooting stars!
quite a bit of overkill.
There are no prayers for the jackal who imitates the wolf.
Alright.
I'm not against
Oh
it.
great, this thing. Though I think it will... No, it's not going to get any better, because if I do use a status up, it's going to use a status up, and it's always going to be defense 1. But I think it's weaker than it was when you actually had to fight it, probably. Started at like 3,000 HP. Right. Shield. And it's going to use berries as well. So this is actually going to take way too long. Like, the rest of the 5 minutes, so I won't be able to finish this, pit fight until the next video. And even then, it's going to last into, well into the next video. Yeah, not as weak, or not as strong, oh well. I just need to knock some health off a bit fast. Though I kinda wish it wouldn't have done its stupid magic ability. Let's start a combo and use Fast Snowball. I know it's not going to do a lot of damage, however, because of shield and the fact that it's light elemental. I don't know if I showed this to you. Well, now you know what it looks like. Okay, so flare to knock it down. I just hope by pulling off a combo I can actually do a lot more damage in the long run. But since my affinity is really low and I didn't exactly work hard enough to keep it up, it's not gonna be such a big deal. So without the combo, I just did 1,000 HP. Or took off 1,000 HP. This one. I still can't perform that one last Serenata. And I'll give you a hint at what I'll just say what it does, and that is, basically all physical attacks, excluding Ricardo's, has a third key effect. But it costs a lot of magic, and I just don't have the patience to build it up. Oh crap. Don't fail me now, barrier or send loaded bell. Okay, it's gonna use another buff. Might as well be ready. I think this is the reason why Ricardo's automatically ready for this one, because you can heal everyone. Even so, you still have items. Getting a bit weaker. Also, I think that I actually stopped recording after this fight. What I did ultimately was, I did another pit fight, and I think from that I got the ultimate defense accessory, which is Seven-Eyed Mask. Hear that, or I don't remember which one. Let's see. If I don't get Seven-Eyed Mask in this one, I'll get Dayton's on. Oh well. Might as well raise everyone's magic. It's gonna use a buff. But I think it's weak enough now that it's not gonna be such a big deal. Stupid. Yeah, that barrier is gonna be the death here. Okay. Let's hope this kills it. Yes, it does. That's fortunate. And I got some health on the side. That's lucky. Now, I don't have enough time to continue, so I'm gonna actually wrap up here, and I'll pick it up in a little bit.